Hi, my name is Linus and this is how I became a board gamer. So in my childhood with my family, we didn't play a lot of games, just occasionally, and the usual suspects like Monopoly, Barricades, Pachisi, and I don't know, I played the games but they didn't quite appeal to me, I didn't stick with it. I was the youngest in the family, so I had no chance of winning, maybe this took part. So this did not make me a gamer, but at the age of 20, around 20, a friend of mine introduced me to a game called Space Hulk. And I loved the Aliens movies, and suddenly there was this game that is like the Alien movie in a box, and it had these miniatures and it was thematic, and I really wanted to like it. Problem was, I really struggled through the game. I don't know, either I was too stupid to wrap my hand around the rules or they were explained poorly. I really don't know. I struggled through this game, constantly asking questions, so it left a bad taste in my mouth, and still it didn't turn me into a gamer. I just almost forgot about it. And then another 10 years later, around 30, the father of my girlfriend back then, he ran the Bavarian Games Archive, which is like a huge games archive in Germany, and he was all into games. Still, we didn't play a lot. But one day he came home from the flea market with a used copy of Space Hulk, because we have talked about it just briefly. And so I sat there with my own copy of Space Hulk, had the time to learn the rules and study the game, and I was hooked. So Space Hulk started my gaming career. I found some players, we played excessively, we ran tournaments. A year later I also started Blood Bowl and went to a lot of tournaments. And for another like 6 or 7 years, that was the only 2 games I played. And then somewhere around end of my 30s, a friend invited me to a game fair to explain Space Hulk there. So I had a table with Space Hulk, people came by, I explained the game for them. And in my breaks I ran around and had a look at all these new games and had the first chance to realize that modern board games are no longer Monopoly or Pachisi. And I came home with like 1 or 2 games and played them, liked them, and then had this transition from those tabletop games more to the regular style games, and the collection grew and grew since. And today, another 10 years later, I'm still playing. But in addition, I'm making YouTube videos, I'm making tutorials, playthroughs, rules videos. I work for Automa Factory. We do official solo variants for board games. And I translate games to German. And this is where I am today. Thanks for listening. Bye.